Fisichella. Fisichella, of course, after that court case, which was heard some 10 days ago in the UK and England, falling to the favour of the Benetton team. So Ralf Schumacher has got a new teammate for 1998, none less than the reigning world champion Damon Hill. And a decision that appears to be met with some maybe lack of enthusiasm from what we understand from some of the senior members of the Jordan team on the management side. It seems a strange choice of position, Derek.
Well, I must admit, one has to just say that Damon doesn't seem to cover himself in glory when it comes to doing contracts. Last year he went around, it seems, upsetting people to a degree, but not making very wise decisions. This year he seems to be in a certain amount of bother, upsetting Prost particularly, and Alain Prost, who was well in negotiations with Damon, was absolutely astounded. He said, Damon and I were great friends when we raced together in the early 90s. He said, I'm absolutely amazed. I never believed that somebody that I knew so well could behave like this. So he was pretty staggered when Damon went off to Jordan. And there can't be any smoke, as you see there, without a bit of fire. So there must be some truth to the fact that Damon does not handle his negotiations very, very well indeed.
The ride with Eddie Irvine, currently running outside the top 10. So the Ulsterman, Irvine, backing up Michael Schumacher, and it's been a bit of a contentious point because Villeneuve's been saying that Michael Schumacher's got the aid of two teammates out in a Grand Prix. One, of course, Eddie Irvine, his Ferrari teammate, but the other teammate is younger brother Ralph. Irvine, 0.8 of a second away, bounces over that curb as he comes up into the final corner on start-finish straight, and Irvine wants to get into the top 10 if he's going to help his teammate, but not doing it this way. Big opposite lock, so Eddie Irvine comes across the line, doesn't change position. We're going to take our opportunity for a break. We'll be back with you 1 minute.
It's in a jar, in the car, in a drawer, on the floor. It's all over the place. So where's your loose change? Well, it's time to cash in with the Money Wrapper, the automated coin machine that sorts, stacks, counts, and wraps your loose change in one easy step. You simply drop a handful of loose change into the Money Wrapper and watch. First, it switches on automatically. The Money Wrapper starts to spin and separates the coins. Then they're down the chute where they're sorted. Pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. Each coin drops into its own removable tube where it's stacked and counted. It's that simple. You just place the coin wrapper in the bank, and each counted coin is automatically wrapped by the Money Wrapper. Now it's a breeze to turn loose change into hard cash. And when it's all done, the Money Wrapper shuts off by itself, and you're left with sorted, stacked, counted, and wrapped piles of money. It's real money. Stop throwing it away. Just drop it in the Money Wrapper, and it does the rest. Neat, clean rolls of coins, sorted, stacked, counted, and wrapped at a rate of hundreds of coins per minute. So sit back and count your cash. And that's not all. When it's time to cash in, you simply pull the lever, and the coins pop out in their neat stacks. So call and get your Money Wrapper today. The precision automated bank that sorts, stacks, counts, and wraps your loose change. And now, at the incredible breakthrough price of only $24.95. Heads or tails, you win. So stop throwing your money away and start growing your money today. The Money Wrapper. It's fast, accurate, convenient, even fun. It's a great way to get that loose change all wrapped up. The Money Wrapper. It makes perfect sense.
Call 1-800-379-1441 to order your Money Wrapper for $24.95 plus $5.95 shipping and handling, or send check or money order to Money Wrapper, 60 East Main Street, West Warwick, Rhode Island. Call 1-800-379-1441. That's 1-800-379-1441.
But now, the moment that everybody has waited for, and not least of all the whole nation of Germany, Michael Schumacher comes out to do what only we believe Schumacher's capable of doing, and that is lifting a Ferrari to the levels unbelieved.
You can hear all the sirens going, all the crowd are cheering and egging their man on. Sometimes, of course, you can, believe it or not, hear that noise when you're in the car. And I'm sure Michael is hearing that now. It's given that extra bit of impetus to give him maybe that extra 1/10 or 1,000th of a second to push him up the grid a little bit. He does need to be near Jacques Villeneuve. Right now, of course, he's warming up his brand new sticker tires, as we call them. He'll be bringing them up to really racing temperature. They're in blankets beforehand to bring them up to a good temperature, 100 degrees or so. But he'll be bringing them up to race temperature now. He doesn't want to scrub too much off. You can see the little white line on that right front tyre. He hasn't quite worn it out yet, but it'll be gone by the time he gets to that chicane. And of course behind him is Gerhard Berger, I believe I'm right in saying, who came out at the same time on his sticker tyres. Berger is well ahead of Jean Alesi here, having had a dismal time in Austria the other day. Michael just warming it up to the chicane. He's not bouncing off any curbs just yet. He is the master of being able to get just that little bit extra out of a car. As you can see, the difference between he and Eddie Irvine this weekend. Michael starts his flying lap now.
Michael Schumacher comes across the line to start his final run. 30 seconds remaining. There's 1 hour of qualifying at the Nürburgring for the Grand Prix of Luxembourg. Mika Häkkinen still has that provisional pole, and Mika Häkkinen must be sitting in the pits with everything crossed. And had pole position up until 2 minutes before the end in Austria. And if Michael Schumacher doesn't take provisional pole, which will become confirmed pole, well, it doesn't look much like it to me, Derek. Over a tenth of a second away at that first intermediate.
Yeah, that's a long way there. But of course, that is really the very twisty corners out of the way. He's now got the faster corners. Maybe we'll just see as the tyres really get hot. Remember, the Ferrari does have the problem when the tyres get too hot. Of course, he won't have much chance of that in 2 laps. He's got a slow car in front of us, just enough to deter him. That was Jean Alesi, I think, on a slowing down lap. Just enough to slow Michael up, just as he comes in that sort of line bit as you come into that section, leading himself down now. He's 6/10 out of bed as far as Häkkinen's concerned. That isn't what Michael wanted. And of course, not far to go now as he works his way through the chicane. Didn't appear to bounce off the curbs too much into the last turn, but I'm afraid he's not going to be on pole position.
Well, Schumacher was 5th, and that's where he will start Sunday's Grand Prix of Luxembourg. So Michael Schumacher unable to improve his 5th place. Mika Häkkinen has taken pole. Mika, well done, is the first of very many, I hope, for you in the future. We're going to take another commercial break and come back to the Nürburgring to hear what we have to say.
The Grand Prix Tour's 36-page color brochure features special insider packages to Formula One races around the world, and it's free. Montreal, Monaco, the British Grand Prix, Spa, Monza. Since 1983, Grand Prix Tours has provided its guests the best seats, exclusive VIP celebrity parties with race personalities, and the latest racing news from pro race commentators. Call 800-400-1998 for the free 36-page color brochure with complete details. Only Grand Prix Tours takes you inside Formula One.
And what a great story. Guys, did a good job. We got it right for a change, and best place to start a race. And it's been going well. Be a good birthday present for him tomorrow if he wins.
Absolutely. A lot of people complain about understeer. Has that been a problem for the McLaren team?
We got the car pretty good actually, and it's not a problem. I think we're very quick on race setup, and tomorrow morning we'll see if that's the case.
Well done and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan. Well, let's have a look at the positions on the grid. Mika Häkkinen, first pole ever. Jack Villeneuve alongside. Frentzen and Fisichella, second row. Schumacher and Coulthard on the third. Fourth row is Berger and Schumacher Jr. Fifth, Barrichello and Alesi. Sixth, Hannes on his return. And Dane Jan Magnussen. Seventh row for Damon Hill, Eddie Irvine. Eighth for Pedro Diniz, Johnny Herbert. Ninth for Nakano and Marquez. 10th row Morbidelli and Mikasalo, and the last row 11 for Verstappen and Ukio Katayama. Our Jonathan Green's running around ballistic today. He's now with David Coulthard.
Well, David, well done. A lot of hard work today because you had some problems in the morning, didn't you?
Yeah, I blew up in the morning session, so I lost a lot of laps, but nonetheless, reasonably satisfied with 6th place.
Obviously happy for Mika, and the first pole for a long time for the team. The team are looking confident this weekend.
Yeah, looking very good. Mika's been strong in every session, and you have to say, you know, he's worth a bet in the race.
I was going to say, the Silver Arrows look as though they're going to upset the championship battle.
That's what we intend to do.
Best of luck. Thanks.
Thanks, Jonathan. Remember, 7:40 Sunday morning. Watch this championship battle continue for Derek Bell, Jonathan Green, John Watson. See you Sunday morning.
This week, Formula One comes to the